Hello, folks. It is me. I'm Biggy, and I'm back. And we are replaying Myth's adventure in Unlimited Saga. When we last left off, I have shown you guys my newest and most favorite way, and probably the best way to farm for magic tablets. And it is a new method that I've discovered very recently. So if you want to go see that, just let me just move my hand over here. Somewhere over here where my finger is going to be a link to the playlist. So just click on the playlist, check on the episode. I think it's episode 2, which is the previous episode of this one, and go and watch that and see if you are able to use this method or not. The cool thing about this method is also console friendly. Yes, that's right. You don't need save state. You don't even need quick saves. All you need to do is actually just go to this spot and do what I was doing repeatedly without even using quick saves, and you will almost always guarantee yourself a magic tablet or 2 or 3, depending on your luck, for each of the run of that you can do on that. But that is now besides the point. What we're actually doing in this adventure is the one unique panel per character challenge. And what that means, if you haven't seen it already on the very first episode, because the first episode is a bit of a doozy, it's 3 hours long here, I cannot pick a panel that another character already has. So that's generally the gist of it. So, for example, Sharp Eye cannot go on another character until I replace Tiffon's Sharp Eye here. But anyways, that being said, it is now time to first look at Tiffon, because I just remembered that we didn't do a little deep dive into Tiffon last time we recruited her, because I was too busy farming for tablets to actually do that, so sorry about that. So this first looks here. Tiffon here has HP recovery of A, which is really good. That means that she could recover her HP outside of battle, during resting, or inside of battle when she's not participating, which is quite important for Myth's adventure because everybody has low LP. She ironically has one of the highest LP in Myth's adventure. Well, it's in the middle here, but yeah, she has 13 LP, HP recovery state of A, and let's have a look at some of her makings, shall we? The making of a character determines how we could build her. First off, though, unfortunately, she has a phobia panel. This phobia panel actually makes your character not be able to do a lot of damage to undead, and it lowers your attack significantly. So if you saw the first episode, she does like 4 damage every time with a dagger. It's really bad. It's a really bad panel, and it's not very good on a character like Tiffon actually. That being said, the phobia panel is actually one of these panels that is really hard to use, but if you use it well, that's quite interesting. But that is besides the point. Okay, so let's go have a look at Tiffon here. And first off, her ability making. Tiffon has middling skill and magic, so she could actually go either way when you build her. If you want to build her using skill, of course, it's easier because she already has 2 key panels unlocked. And unfortunately, since this phobia panel could not be replaced by any other panels or other than phobia panels, this is pretty much locked out of the game. And this panel also has very low strength growth, ability growth. But it has decent elemental growth, so if you want to go for magic, that's fine as well. But she already has 2 keys unlocked. If you unlock another key skill here, you get a triangle combo of keys. She already has a dagger panel learned, so she could use her dagger skills here. So it's pretty much a cinch to build her as a thief. And she does pretty well as a thief role as well. But if you want to go for something a little bit different, you could try a joint combo of melee here and something with fire, like a combo of map maybe, or maybe just one fire, one bit of Fortuneteller here. You could even go for a magic tablet here. and a magic blender here, and a dagger panel somewhere just to make sure that she does all right damage with a weapon. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of a Hail Mary build. If we go melee for both here, maybe a dagger here, and a giant combo of elements here. That's also one interesting build because she has this different making in fire. If we get a fire tablet for her, why not? If we get a fire familiar for her, why not? It's an interesting way to build her, and it doesn't kind of get in the way of using this kinds of builds in general at all. So so in summary, she's good as a thief. She's also very good as a fire mage, but due to the nature of our challenge right here, unfortunately, she'll have to stick with being a thief. And if we decide to not use her, then we'll need to make a kind of a big replacement for her in the future. And also, she might not even get the 3 keys necessary for her build, because we might want to juggle her up with another character. But that's sometime far in the future, and we'll discuss those things a little bit later. That being said, what's kind of important now, though, is that we want to, first off, have Mythe here get some learn to try to finish this magic tablet ASAP. And the reason being is that we have something really cool lined up. If you probably know that even though I said we went magic tablet farming last time, we didn't. I didn't mention what tablet I got. I will share that at the end of the video. And during our walk to Nivacolina is a 2-leg journey. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use quick thrusts here on Tiffon to get her HP up, because she'll do a little bit of tanking. We'll use this other bit of attack here to use Purify, and Sapphire here will just join in to get her HP up a little bit as well. And we'll just give her like a quick thrust or something. Not too important here. And that being said, we're going to have to use the Myth's magic first. And then the rest of the way, we're just going to do this. Yep, and we're just going to have Myth learn as much magic as possible. And take this quest slow. Try to, let's see if we could find some tablets over here, which we could if we not tablets, a chest over here. Yeah, like I said, if you don't have the road guide skill, you could still use these kinds of skills here. But yeah, we could repeatedly use Fortuneteller on it. Just to see what Sapphire gets here. And the thing, this is one cool little exploit here. Well, not an exploit, but an interesting little tidbit here is that if you use Fortuneteller on a chest with like a needle trap, for example, it'll actually... Okay, let's see if we could fight this little guy here. Has a chance to not open, but it's a small chance. And I'm gonna have Sapphire do a little bit more here, so that her HP goes up. Yeah, that's the power of the Obsidian Dagger for you. And yeah, let's go ahead and just do a little bit of farming. This particular leg of the journey is a 2-map quest. And what that means is that the map will be over quite quickly, but either way, let's just use these two. This way we got save on durability here. Let's see. This way, you could indefinitely fight monsters, get some monster ranking up here, get some better panels. By what I'm going to do right now, which is go up over here, jump over here, jump up. Yep. Heal up a bit. Make sure you always heal up though. Do you have any monsters? No. We have one over here that doesn't seem to want to join us. Yeah, so let's go ahead and fight this. I'm not a fan of fighting slimes, and I already explained why. Slimes increase the monster ranking for all the other monsters. And I did that wrong.
Nothing less from you.
So fighting slimes here is usually not a very good idea. But yeah, we could just go ahead and let's move away from the trap and rest up here and wait for the monster to come towards us. Yeah, on a spot where there's a treasure chest as well. So see, we could just keep farming back and forth a little bit. Hopefully Myth's level will go up here. Like you could learn Bubble Blow. Go Quick Thrust will do. And yeah, this is just going to be the kind of a wash, rinse, repeat kind of thing. And let's just go ahead and use the Fortuneteller skill here until the chest explodes. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get that money because we don't have anybody with a diffuse skill. Let me test this out though. This is something I don't know. If the chest has an explosive trap, could we destroy it and still get the money inside? Or will the explosive trap explode? Okay. Yep, never mind. We're able to actually test that. But yeah, I think that's enough for now, for me explaining things. Because I'm going to do a lot of explaining in terms of what I'm going to do with this build now that we're going to have magic tablet, a level 4 magic tablet at that to kind of talk about. So I'll see you guys at the end of this adventure. I'm going to head back up and down between these two areas up until I'm satisfied with my character levels, and then I'll just see you guys at the end, and I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do next. So bye for now. I know it's going to be a bit of a short adventure, but unfortunately that's how things go sometimes. Yeah, see you in a bit. Alright folks, I'm just back briefly, just to show you that I'm a little bit over-leveled at this point. And the reason being, you could also see that we have a giant beast in our midst. I'm going to use Purify on Tiffon because she's poisoned. And I'm going to use the combo, so this way that if she's attacked, she'll also get, yeah. It's not the best, but that's fine. Also to try this, time it so that she gets her sonic thrust up. And to be fair, if actually we were trying our best to unlock some new skills, we probably want to have her use mostly her stunners. Alright, and it's now time for Mythe to cash in on his lack of attack turns here by just going all out on the stunners here. Yep. Got a nice slash out as well out of this out of this ordeal. And yeah,
What a waste of time.
I'm sorry if my leveling up my skills is actually considered a waste of time for you. But I think now that we've slain ourselves a large beast, a giant beast, that's a level 4, I think, of a beast. I think it's a good time for me to actually head out towards the end of this quest now. And actually show you what I got out of my little stint of tablet farming. So save and stay here. If it's a battle on the way, let's just do that. I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, it's left the treasure chest behind. Of course! Let's just go ahead and use a little bit of time to look at the treasure here. It's just locked, which is fine. We could use both Fortuneteller. Well, I was going to say use both Fortuneteller and this unlock. Let's see what this stone dagger is. It's serpentine. Unfortunate. If it was Mullock, I'd be actually extremely happy. That's one cool thing that you might actually want to learn, by the way, is that you could use Fortuneteller until it fails, and usually it gives you some low-level stone items like Mullock. And I'm going to save right here before we leave this quest. And ta-da! Look at all these level 3 panels. Liking it already. But of course, the real nice item is this one right here. It's actually going to be the magic tablet that we've unlocked. And what kind of magic tablet is it? It is the Philosopher's Squareenix magic tablet. And this has gotten me thinking a little bit. And why has it gotten me thinking, you ask? Well, it's because of the one unique panel per character challenge. Looking down the line of Myth's adventure, after these three, after Myth, Sapphire, and Tiffon, we're going to get Grace, and then Far, and then maybe Silver Girl, Marie, Michelle, Laura, not in that order though. But that being said, with all of these characters that we're going to get, out of all of them, the only the three characters that's actually the two characters that could use the magic really well is Far and Marie. And the thing about this is that if we wait until we get the level 4 tablet, then for Marie, then it's a bit risky. Although we do have a method of farming to get that tablet, but I think this is a sign because Sapphire right now is in a bit of a pickle. And why I'm saying that is because she is no quick fix. Okay, she is actually one of the few characters that I don't have a place for in this game. I was going to consider leaving her out of the final battle, which is not so good. The other thing that I'm considering is the fact that she has a Fortuneteller skill. If you didn't know, Fortuneteller gives us a couple of things. It's going to give us a chance to get some diplomacy panels and Monger panels, Maharaja panels. Also fashion, which is actually quite rare. So out of all of that, all of those skills are actually quite good on Sapphire, believe it or not, because she could actually spark all those skills off, like kind of like off battle. See, if I actually did this and jumped in like here, there's a chance that you'll see some of her. Yeah, already you can see diplomacy over here popping up already, and yeah, see diplomacy, Maharaja, and some other of skills of that nature, and more fortune tellers, of course. I might even get a magic blender just by cycling through here. But see, Monger, Maharaja, all that good stuff. So that being said, Sapphire is actually primed to be a wood mage because Monger skills and Maharaja skills, and these guys, when they're lined up, they give a boost, a significant boost to wood. Her wood growth, though, is not that good, but the good thing is uh, Sapphire here actually has decent wood growth, and it's good enough. If I put a level 4 panel here and a line combo of Monger skills, it's just going to be good enough. And her magic stat is quite high anyways. And we could even gear her towards a little bit of fire magic if we so wish. Um, but why I'm hesitant to make her a fire mage is um, because of Silver Girl. Silver Girl has a level 4 arcane tongue, which does a nice, the only character who could do a joint combo with a level 4 fortune teller. That is rare. That is very, very rare. That is actually arcane tongue. You cannot spark arcane tongue. You cannot get it in any other way unless it's a starting panel, and her sparking and her arcane tongue is right smack in the position where it's best for a joint combo. So it's that being said, she's probably going to be our de facto fire mage for this particular build. So that's why um, I'm going to make Sapphire. I think getting the Philosopher Gonarius Magic Tablet is a sign. It has Thunderbringer. It has Magic Missile Guard, and it also has some healing spells, which it's just strong all in all. And the important thing is, her having Fortune Teller has a chance of her getting Magic Blender. And getting Magic Blender is going to be both a blessing and a little bit of a curse, because that means that we're going to have to think really hard right now whether if we're going to uh, base this build on the fact that we're going to get Magic Blender or not. And that is a big yikes, because uh, the places where this I'm going to let you guys look at this right now. Um, there's a couple of places where this tablet could go. We could first put it right here to replace the artiste panel, and if we do, it's no big deal because Far is going to come with the artiste panel herself, so we don't need to actually worry about that. Um, it's going to, uh, but with that, uh, if we do get a level 4 Magic Blender down the line, it's going to be real rough that we wouldn't be able to place it on this particular panel to boost up her magic. Magic Blender characters will usually have this area with this and this reserved for the tablet that they want, so they could get a joint combo there. But that being said, the issue with Magic this is that we're going to most likely replace our Fortune Teller panel anyways. And with that being said, we're also not going to use her Fortune Teller uh, on. If this was a normal build, let's say, I would definitely gear it so we could have a level 4 Fortune Teller here, a Magic Tablet here, and Magic Blender over here. Or in fact, if I was playing this as a Fire Mage, the tablet will go here, the Magic Blender will go here. We're going to have Fortune Teller on this particular tile, and then the rest would go with some sort of joint combo in the line or off line, or maybe triangle combo of line. I don't know. But that being said, the best place right now that I think that we're going to put this magic tablet is right on top of the artiste panel. It's going to suck for a little while because well, we are not going to be able to use artiste, but as soon as we get grace, not we get far, we're going to have our artiste panel back, which is not to worry too much. That being said, let's have a look here at some of our other panels here. We've got a dagger arts and an eavesdrop. So let's go ahead and put the dagger arts right over here, because that's where it's going to go anyways. Um, the other interesting choice would be to pick the eavesdrop right now. And why eavesdrop is interesting is that if we ever get diffuse, we could replace the locksmith with diffuse down there, and then replace actually uh, I but be right back. I need to actually make sure of something regarding Grace. So I'll be right back. All right. So we have a bit of a problem because Grace has both eavesdrop and sharp eye on her starting panels. So we're gonna have to kind of give up on getting eavesdrop for now because we want to save that spot specifically for diffuse. So no matter, let's go ahead and pop the dagger arts over here. And we have a couple of panels here for Mythe. Very interesting. We could either go with a safer bet, which is the Water Familiar, or we could go with a little bit of a Hail Mary and go for Architect here. The Water Familiar is not good for preserving durability, of course, but uh, we're not going to run out of durability anytime soon with Mythe over here. So I'm going to just place this for now like this, and reason being, let me just think this through. Yeah, because we could use Architect later. But yeah, let's go ahead and place the Magic Tablet over on the Artiste panel, and let's go ahead and yeah, it's going to be either one of these two. I like placing the Water Familiar. Well, let me think. Actually, I like placing the map, and let me tell you why. Um, this way, the Water Familiar, if it appears on another character, well, it's going to be um, Grace. Grace has a Water Familiar, doesn't she? Yes, she does. Damn it. Okay, so Grace has a Water Familiar, so just due to the nature of the challenge, we're definitely going to have to replace it. The Architect skill is gone, but we have received our first level 4 Magic Tablet. And when we come back, and probably not the next episode, but I'm going to make a cut here. And when we come back, we'll continue on the next leg of the journey and just show you what panels I will receive at the end of that. So that being said, I'll be right back. See you guys soon. All right, we are back. I had a change day, new shirt. So you could actually see this is proper edited stuff. Anyways, when we last left off, we went a bit shopping off screen. We made ourselves a bunch of platinum daggers, but I'm going to show you guys off an important thing that you actually do as well if you are running out of Mullock. Over here, if you look over here, we've got a bit of quartz here, lots and lots of bits of quartz. And if I move down over to this category, we have a copse. Usually copse are quite useless. Well, actually quite useful, I mean, for forming bits of steel because they're really cheap. But if I move this a couple of times here, you can see that there's an opportunity for us to actually get Mullock as I completely screwed up there. I was supposed to save state first, but okay. There's a chance for us to actually get Mullock if we combine quartz and where were you? Quartz. Yep. And cops. There we go. That took me a while to realize, but yeah. Like I said, 1 in 6 chance as well. So if you're using save states, then it's a good time to save the state before we do it, of course. But if you're doing it normally, then stack up on some quartz so that you can actually do this. Mullock is the key ingredient, of course, in creating what's called Damascus. But what you need to do is first pick on that bit of Mullock there and just add any kind of bestial item here. Probably ones that don't have support skills, and we could just use that. Let's just use this bit of opal, that's fine. Losing skill doesn't really matter. In this case, Dup, 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 dup. Okay. Losing skills don't really matter in this case because we aren't actually using this for any kind of okay, we're gonna skip on the bone cross here. Let's just see which items we could use. Let's just use the bestial dagger here. That's fine. We could get. There's more where that came from, and of course we pick sword. Question is, do we want to use them for swords first? And it's a resounding yes. Swords have a better chance of unlocking things like rear blades, which would be useful. And if we use feather as a secondary item, and if I save state right here, then we get a sword with rear blade, and that's important to do it with steel rather than when it becomes Damascus. Because when it becomes Damascus, it loses the ability to actually gain rear blade. So if I save state now, don't lose a skill, please. And yeah, now we could just go to this item, click on that sword, and secondary item being Mullock, level 2, steel level 2, you get the black sword. So if I save here, of course, to prevent skill loss. Yep, it's nice, 69. We can actually make ourselves a couple of these really cool steel swords. Damascus swords, I mean. Save state for safety. Okay. But yeah, it's a matter of doing this kind of off. Like with, you could soft reset within the game to actually get Damascus as well. Which always... Oh, damn it. I accidentally... sorry if that was a bit too loud, but I accidentally clicked on the items that I actually wanted to... I'll click the shift there. But anyways, we've run out of money, which is no big problem, because now we could actually just sell all these bits of platinum. These bits of platinum are used for selling anyways, so that's not a big deal. But I'm just going through here a little bit just to see if we have... Yeah, we still have bits of marcasite and serpentine. And bits of fang. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just instead of using these to improve my items price by a fair bit, I'm just going to sell them like this. No, that's a bad idea, I think. So yeah, let's just go ahead and... Yeah, okay, so let's do an experiment. So first off, let's go ahead and save here. So as you can see here, if I sold all 6 of these, it's 197,994k. And if I do this, and it's an extra 9,986k. Yep. So it's going to be 200 something-ish thousand. But if I head over to this little spot here with the blacksmith, and just go, let's say, sword, or just daggers actually, and look at some of these ones with durability that could be improved. And just save state here, and if I pick copper, make sure that I don't lose skills in the process. Yep. Let's do this for all my daggers here, to make sure that their durability is all over 90. I'll be right back after this. Right, I've just finished crafting everything. You can see all the durability has gone up, and without losing any skills that it previously had. And if we head over to the inn like so, and let's go ahead and sell our items. Here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can already see that it is significantly more of the price. So if you're gonna sell bits of platinum, first off, you can actually even just wait until we get our bit of. Oh, there's actually a extra bit of platinum here, but you could actually wait until you get the 10 items, anyways. But if you're short on cash, then selling it wouldn't be a bad idea either. And of course, just now to think about it, selling 3 more items in this case isn't that bad of an idea. So let's see here. We're gonna keep this all of this stuff. The obsidian we'll definitely need to keep. I'm tempted to sell the bilks actually, because it's not very useful up until much later in the game. But and we're also going to with a build that I'm not sure if anybody's going to use a shield panel, and if they do use a shield panel, I'm probably going with double diamonds. So bilks with physical and heat evasion is interesting. Right. Anyways, I'll just go ahead and start selling off. Should I sell off one gun? No. I think let's sell off something more expendable, like this bit of bone sword that I bought earlier. Alright, so that's 10 items in total. Nearly an extra 100k. So it's important to know that that's probably the best thing you could actually do for your character in terms of what was I going to say here? Money farming. But of course we start off over here with a rock mail with ironstone and life protection, so this is important. So let's buy it with money. Let's buy more quartz, more bestial things, and basically I'll just keep shopping for things that we need. Scale needles aren't very useful here. Right, so after I'm done shopping, crafting all the stuff, and getting all the things that I need, I'll be right back. Just an additional thing to note before we actually jump straight into battle here. I've got myself a bow and cross. Bow and crosses are important for a couple of reasons. First off, it's a good replacement for Angelite if you don't have it. The second thing is it also provides wood support and life protection. So this is going to be instrumental, very important for any wood mage that actually wants this here and you don't have access to Angelite yet. And if I could click on the bone cross here and save state right so, there's a chance that I could actually get myself some wood arts. There we go. And with that, the equipment was going to be like this. You might notice that I've equipped a couple of things in the inappropriate slots here. So we go to the bone cross like so. Yeah, I've equipped. So what is this iron knife doing here? What is this iron knife doing here? What is this steel black sword and steel knife doing here? I'm doing what's called a wrong slot equip. And the wrong slot equip is important that even though it doesn't actually do anything to improve your character anyways, it also adds weight to your character. But the wrong slot equip has a chance to actually increase has a chance for you to actually unlock new skills, which is important because unlocking new skills is kind of really good with, for example, you know, all these daggers, the silver circles, Undine's choker, its bits of parry, all these things very important for us to save on the money. And I should have done it in the last episode as well. We've also gotten ourselves some velvets. We got ourselves an ironstone rock mail, like we said earlier in the episode, and we're going to just use this opportunity to continue on our main quest here in Search of Grace to Neva Kalina. It's going to be a 3-pronged episode, and before we actually do that, it's important to actually save. I've been very bad at actually saving the game here, but I probably am carrying this game for North American audiences on my back. Hopefully some of you guys could actually appreciate this game more now that I've actually shown you guys some more of this stuff. Well, some more footage of this game anyways. And that being said, just give me a moment while I bring this up. There we go. I wanted to thank all my members. Ep.3 for being a top tier decision maker. At that level, you get to decide what I upload on my channel. Hope you're doing alright, buddy. Next up, Curabel, Randomantis, and Vale. At the time of recording, you guys are the only other members here on this channel. You get to watch all my videos early, basically unlimited Saga for this time frame. And also, you get some nice badges and emojis when you comment. And also, if you like the video so far, don't forget to leave it a like, give it a like. And if you want to see more of my stuff, click on the subscribe button, little bell notification icon down here to get notified for when I upload. But that being said, it is now time for us to do 3 bits of stunner. I've completely forgotten to where is it? Yep, I've completely forgotten to actually equip Sapphire with skills she needs here. So let's just have her do a punch because she needs to learn a magic tablet. And having no tablets learned is going to be a bit scuffed here. Yeah. Oh, okay. That little delay. By the way, look, okay, let's see. See? Immediately we're starting to see things like parry being learned. That little delay animation usually signifies that the character is stunned. I'm a little bit sad that there's no clear indicator on the opponent to whenever the status abilities are actually triggered. But yeah, let's go ahead and use the Forest Philosopher's tablet here. And we're gonna save up a little bit. We don't have any skills for resting. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this. It's 3 stunners from her. Mythe is gonna use the Undine's Choker to use Purify. And next up, we're gonna go ahead and use this Bestial Staff here for a bit of overgrowth. Hopefully, we could be able to use more wood arts as we learn some. So we're gonna go overgrowth first. Arrow Lance is going to be a bit tough for us, but as things go, we're going to go do this. Yeah, that should do. Let's start with Wood Bale. You also see that she gets Holy Seal from this tablet, so we could actually increase her fire elemental a little bit as well, just so that she could use that on undead folks here. And if I go ahead and press on the turbo button, like so, yep, there's a chance that there's a treasure chest here. Always check whenever you're actually on a map like this, that there's going to be treasure chests and stuff. And this is a good place to try to use Fortuneteller and do as many takes of it as you can, because there's always an opportunity to get some nice things out of it. So we got 2, and we got Wooden Sphere. We'll also have Tiffon try to just open the chest here. Grab this Wooden Spear. It is made out of cedar. Very nice. Very nice for, of course, for any forms of crafting. Right, let's just deal with this insect, and I'll be right back. And of course, I'm going to do the same as I did before, which is record more stuff off screen. Um, and be right back as soon as I'm done with this section of the adventure. So, bye for now. Alright, we are back, and the reason we are back is because we found ourselves another treasure chest slime here. So, let's go ahead and what I've been doing with... Oh, pardon me. What I've been doing with her off-screen... No, that sounds so wrong. What I've been doing with Sapphire off-screen, yeah, still sounds wrong, is that I've been trying to level up her Fortuneteller to get as many as Fortunetellers as we can. Oh, I'll be right back after we deal with these guys. But of course, when we get a high-level monster like this, I think this is a level 4 beast. It's a good indicator that we should move on. Mythe already has his tablet mastered, so he doesn't actually need to use spells anymore. But he's still very strong with water magic. And just gonna go ahead and what are we doing here? Open up with a bit of daggers from Tiffon here, and she already learned Slash Out, which is massive. Massive. And let's see if we could heal the beast with another dagger stab here. Yeah, there we go. And let's see if this... Okay. So the wood veil will actually trigger that little beast there. See if this is enough. This probably is more than enough. Mythe also learned Bubble Blow, so he has an offensive magic with water as well. So we'll see. We actually have to reconsider Mythe as well. It's going to be a bit of a pity to not actually level up his water. So we will see. Also, this is a kind of like a bit of a poor treasure chest here, because we're never going to get anything that's inside, simply because of the nature of the chest itself. It's an explosive one. We don't have a fuse skill. So yeah, so we're just going to keep going with Fortuneteller until the chest explodes. That way we could up her Fortuneteller level skill and up this chest's level as well. Missing out on the headband. That's fine. And once the chest explodes, the treasure monster appears. I'm going to use this chance to quickly fight with this guy here. And believe it or not, we have something really cool here. We've got a bestial armor that actually uses magic lock that I bought earlier. So we're just going to go with double stunner here. And of course, we'll start off with magic lock. Save the state here. Actually, I'll go 1, 2, 3. Save state here. Hopefully this will be enough to kill it. 999. And we get feather. But we could actually keep beating this until we get what we need. Okay. I'll just keep remembering pressing the circle. Yep. Yep. Copper. It's decent. Of course, we're just trying ourselves to see if we can get another magic tablet or not. And I'll be back as soon as I get one. So, see you in a bit. And we are back with a magic tablet. I'm not going to re-roll these tablets. Just as soon as we get one. And it's also a good demonstration to why farming tablets from these guys is never really a kind of like a good idea. Because it's usually just a level 1 tablet. It is a fire tablet, so it's interesting in that we could give this to Sapphire for the short term. Got another Fortuneteller here. But of course, if we actually head over here and do the redo and save the state right before we exit over here, we'll see if I'm correct in the okay. This is what I was afraid of course. But yeah, we've pulled Magic Blender on one of our first tries. So Weaponsmith could replace Weaponsmith. We've got a throw panel, which is interesting. We've got a water familiar, but come on. We got a Magic Blender right off the bat, so this is important on what we actually want to do with Sapphire. That still came out wrong. Very wrong. So give me a second while I uh, pick a little bit of my brain here um, on what I could do with Sapphire. Alrighty then. I've given it some thought, and we've got a couple of very interesting spells for Sapphire to be able to blend. On the Flawless Philosopher's Garneri's Magic Tablet, there's a bunch of spells. Let me just bring it up here. Forest, yeah. Uh, Philosopher, yeah. For this particular item, we've got ourselves Woodvale, Detect Magic Plants, Holy Seal, Purify, Missile Guard, Meditation, Thunderbringer. We've also got Trickle, Seal of the Abyss, Recycle, Life Boost, and Overgrowth. So we're going to use all of these skills, all these bits of magic anyways. But the really cool bit of magic that we could use that's kind of low investment is Holy Thunder. And if we're going to go Holy Thunder as a route, we've got two choices for Sapphire. Um, choice number one, of course, is where's the window? Choice number one is putting the blender over here, which is a decent idea, not the best. A couple of things that this has advantage over is that first off, this one has high skill, and she's actually decently good with high skill. This also boosts her wood slightly, but not much. The downside of this is that she actually needs this kind of space to increase her wood growth a little bit. Um, but to be fair, her wood growth is actually quite low. So what I am definitely thinking is that we're going to do this, put this panel over. Yeah, it's either going to be on this spot or it's going to be on this spot. Yeah. Why this spot is a little bit scuffed as of the time here is because uh, the problem with this strength, her growth in strength isn't that good, and her growth in skill is decent. And what's going to happen is we're going for a line combo of these tiles, these fashion tiles, and it's either going to come this way and it's going to come this way. Um, the advantage of it going this way is that these we could gear this one towards elements and gear this one towards uh, stat growth, ability growth, and we could actually have some high um, ability growth uh, like panel here, um, and that's going to be it for the build. However, if we actually go over here, the line growth will have to be this way, which means that this will be very dependent on what we're going to get on this tile here. We could get like maybe a melee panel or weapon panels that nobody's going to use. Maybe some high skill weapons like a bow. Bow is an interesting choice for her, but that means that no other character can use a bow. But to be fair, a bow is interesting on Sapphire because she could, with a decent amount of skill, which she might get, um, the um, that with a decent amount of skill on this panel right here, and if she gets like a level 4 magic blender in the future, you can see here that she would be doing pretty well here. And these two, since this panel is actually kind of low stat anyways, going on these two panels isn't too bad. And we could cure this, yeah, so we don't have to worry about the stats so much. So after thinking it through, we're definitely going to put the blender panel over here. Um, and we'll start blending her bits of magic right away. Next up is Mythe here. So Mythe has a level 3 water familiar, which is interesting. We could have him upgrade his water familiar over here as well. We have Maharaja, which he previously had. We've got a throw panel, which is throw panels are best on kind of tanky characters because they are quicker when they're up front. So we'll figure that out on whether if we want to give him a throw panel or not. You still have Weaponsmith as the kind of a safe pick here, and but it's going to be a little bit less of a stat boost in the long run. But in the end, you'll probably want the Weaponsmith over here to increase his magic slightly anyways, because he'll be casting magic most of the time. Yeah, but yeah, using a lot of Fortuneteller really does bring up the probability that of Magic Blender showing up in this run. But okay, let's go ahead and pop down the Weaponsmith here. Um, it's a low, what do I call it? It's a um, low investment. There we go. Quick fix. As good as it is as a side item, I think the Fire Familiar for Tiffon will work well as well. This will increase our fire significantly, and we could go with a pseudo mage build for the time being. We also have an option to give her a gun panel instead of the daggers, but I do prefer daggers on Tiffin rather than guns because, well, guns are boring. We'll see if we are actually going to use the gun or not as a panel because it's looking more and more like Myth is. Yeah, he's going to switch weapons into something else. He already has level 4 of daggers learned, so maybe switching Myth to daggers and water isn't too bad, isn't an interesting choice. And switching Tiffin to guns is also quite interesting. Let me see. Okay, if I switch the daggers to guns like this, you could immediately see that there's no impact on her skill as like at all because the uh, growth in the ability is the same, but it does decrease the earth and metal, which it doesn't really matter for us because we're not going for either of those builds. Um, Fire is as interesting as it is. I'm not sure that it's going to be very work very well on Tiffin, but like I said, we're not going to go crazy thinking about things. Let's go ahead and use these panels right here as is. But yeah, I think that is the end of the episode. We're all set, and we're going to save the game data, and let's not think too much more about it as we overwrite the old save. And yeah, that's going to be it for now, folks, for this third episode, really jam-packed third episode of Unlimited Saga. It is me, I'm Biggy, and I'll be back. See you guys next time.